Some guy in the 70s made a crap ton of money selling rocks. This is Unimportant.
Guaranteed to not change your life. This is the Unimportant Podcast.
Welcome to the Unimportant Podcast. My name is Anthony. That is Joe Bob. Today we are talking about rocks.
So this guy...
Or something. What?
Yeah,
What are we talking about?
So this guy sold rocks and made way more money than he should have selling rocks.
I'm guessing he's not selling like dump truck loads full of rocks.
You could make a decent amount of money doing that, but this you can't make it as immediately as
I'm guessing this
did.
guy's selling rocks one at a time.
One at a time to individual purchasers.
That is significantly harder. I
So
feel like.
this guy was in a bar in Los Gatos, California, and listening to his friends and bar companions talk about how awful it was having a pet. Now, I enjoy having my pet, but there are things about it that are not cool. You have to clean up their pee.
I currently have a sick dog.
Oh, geez.
Which has to be as bad as having a sick child.
I would dare you to tell that to a mother who has a sick child.
I have carpet cleaned
Oh, no.
like 3 dozen times in the last 2 weeks.
Jeez. This is exactly what he was having to hear. He was having to hear this exact conversation. And you know what he said? Well, that doesn't happen to me, to any of my pets. And his friend said, well, what kind of pet do you have? He said, I have a pet rock. And his friends laughed at him. And rightfully so, because you don't have a pet rock.
Yeah, that's just furniture.
This guy was...
That's just decorations.
This guy was in marketing, though. And the more he thought about it, the more he was like... This is hilarious. This pet rock idea is hilarious.
Some moron's going to pay for this.
Oh, and they did. A lot of morons did.
A lot of morons
And so he decided he was going to sell pet rocks. Now, you can't really just sell rocks, right? You mean, well, I guess you can theoretically, but there's no...
I don't think the selling is the problem. I think the people buying is the problem.
Well, there's no comedic value in just selling rocks, right? So he made it a whole thing. He marketed it as a pet rock, which came with a cardboard box filled with straw and breathing tubes. So the rock came in a box filled with straw with breathing tubes that came out so that the rock could breathe.
Yeah.
It also came with a 32-page official training manual titled "The Care and Training of Your Pet Rock," with illustrations and instructions.
How do you train a rock? I kind of understand care because even a rock would need to be cleaned. But
Oh, wait, that's exactly what was in the instructions. Actually, no, I lied. That wasn't in the instructions. It was the instructions on how to properly raise and care for one's pet rock, notably lacking the instructions for feeding, bathing, and so on, and all the things that you would actually have to do with your pet. The entire thing was, just gags.
a massive joke, yeah.
Yeah, the whole thing was a
lot
joke.
of office Christmas gifts is what this was.
Exactly what it is. It also taught you how to do commands. So sit, stay. They were
Play dead.
they were effortless to accomplish. Rollover usually required a little extra help from the trainer. Come, stand, shake hands.
But that one walk that did really roll over freaked the crap out of the owner.
They did an exorcism in the house the next day.
Immediately sent the pet back.
Come, shake hands, and stand were found near impossible to teach. However, attack was fairly simple. I've got an attack rock.
Do you think we'll ban assault rocks at some point?
So the whole fad lasted for about 6 months, and we have these pretty frequently now in the internet age. Those guys that like
the mailed the potato,
the potato
potato post or
yeah,
parcel potato,
postal potato or whatever that was.
Potato parcel is what it's called.
So for 6 months, people were buying pet rocks. He sold 1.5 million of these things for $4 a piece.
Oh my god.
Which is insane. The rocks themselves cost him about a penny, and he got them from Rosarito Beach in Mexico. The straw was essentially free. The biggest thing that he had
The cardboard box
was the cardboard box and printing and
20 cents.
cutting out the cardboard box.
If it's back in the 70s, probably 13 cents.
And so that was his biggest price. So this
guy made $6 million selling rocks. This guy's retired, probably on Rosarito or some other beach.
He's now a millionaire. Obviously, the guy continues to work in advertising.
I would hope so.
Or continued to work in advertising. He's since passed. Gary Dahl is his name. I hope we. I don't know if
His
I
name
actually,
is Dull?
Dahl.
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 Oh, okay, got it.
So yeah, he had an advertising company. He later followed it up with sand breeding kits, which I don't know if you know how to breed sand, but it's hitting your pet rocks together a couple times. And red China dirt, which the plan for selling this was to smuggle mainland China onto the United States 1 cubic centimeter at a time. This guy's hilarious. Neither one of those ended up getting as much traction as the pet rock.
Shocker.
But yeah, it is one of the most interesting. This was the start to the ridiculous items that people would buy because it's hilarious. And if you have a mass audience that size, you can sell stuff like. I would guarantee that at some point we're going to sell something just as stupid and try and make as much money as this guy did.
No question.
As of 2012, Rosebud Entertainment, which now holds the trademark to the pet rock, has started selling pet rocks again. So you can go on the internet or a catalog wherever you buy things nowadays and buy a pet rock. I would encourage you to just make one yourself because it would save you some money.
Or just send us the money. We'll send you a rock.
Just FYI, adjusted for inflation, $4 in 1975.
Oh, that's like $12.99 today, bro.
$19.
$19
for a rock in a box. This is unimportant.
Subscribe to the Unimportant podcast if you want to know everything you need to know about nothing you need